Hello, English 2. This is Dr. Turner in the library, and I'm going to quickly review how to find sources in Mackinvia for your project, and then I'm also going to talk about how to write an annotated bibliography. So as you know, to access the library databases, we go straight to mackinvia.com, and then you're going to want to choose the Centennial High School that's in Frisco, and then you're going to log in with your ID number and your usual password. Once you've logged in, you'll have several options of databases to choose from. So this assignment has you selecting something to do with consumerism and materialism, because your guiding questions have to do with the impact. And so let's say, for example, one of the topic selections on your PBA is having to do with like regulating specific items. So let's say plastic straws. To do that, we're going to go to our databases, and there are a few databases I would recommend for this assignment. You can see they're in alphabetical order. The first one that I would recommend would be Gale Academic OneFile. Gale Academic OneFile is a overall general resource that's going to have newspaper articles, magazine articles, etc. With this type of topic, you are going to use some news articles, current information about the impact on society, culture, the environment, etc. And so Gale Academic OneFile is a good place to go. GVRL or Gale eBooks is another great place to go. Both are Gale products. You're going to see some of the same articles in both, but you'll also find different articles. So both of those I recommend. Depending on the topic that you choose, you might use the Global Issues Gale in Context database. If it's something that's more widespread, that's affecting society, the environment, etc., like deforestation. That's a global issue. Gale in Context Environmental Studies will work depending again on the topic and stance you take on this particular assignment. Again, if you're choosing something like plastic straws and the impact on the environment, environmental studies would be a great resource for you. I'm going to click Load More, and then keep scrolling. Gale OneFile News is going to be a good resource for current news articles regarding the topic. Again, like I said, some of these things are very timely and current, so you're going to want to find news articles on them. If the topic that you're choosing is in the health or wellness or medical field, you could use Gale Health and Wellness Resource Center. Gale Opposing Viewpoints is going to work regardless of which topic you choose. It's going to give you some pros and some cons regarding both sides of whatever the argument is. So for example, if you chose plastic straws, it'd be pro plastic straws versus con plastic straws, and you can see why certain people say to use them and certain people say not to use them. And then the other one that I would recommend is procon.org. That's a lot like the Gale Opposing Viewpoints. Again, you're going to get both points of view. I highly recommend you start with Procon or Opposing Viewpoints Gale to really get a feel for what information is out there on the topic. That will help guide you to keywords that you can use within the other databases to find the information you're looking for. So let's do a quick search in one of these so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to choose Gale Environmental Studies because I'm looking at the plastic straw debate. So I'm going to click the blue Open Now button. To do a search within the databases, it'll automatically pull up a search bar that you can type keywords into, or you can do an advanced search if you click that underneath the search bar, where you can select certain things like making sure it's a full text article so you get the whole article and not just a summary. You can choose down here that I want both academic journals and news articles on the topic. So you can really narrow it down. You can also include multiple keywords. So let's say we're looking at plastic straws. Let's just start with that. We can always narrow it down more. So I'm going to click search, and you can see I got 682 news articles and 2 academic journal articles. You can see they're talking about eliminating plastic straws by certain businesses. You can see that several of them are about elimination. You can see in the academic journals that it's talking about sustainable development of other types of straws. So you've got a lot to choose from here. If you want to narrow it down more, you can look over here in the filters and you can choose a different date. So maybe I only want stuff that's within the last 2 years about plastic straws. So I'm going to choose 2 years ago, and then I'm going to say it can be all the way through today and click apply. And now it's going to narrow it down, and I have 97 news articles and only one academic journal. Once I'm ready to use one of these articles, so like this one, plastic straws banned from next week, I want to save the article. To save an article in the database, you're going to want to send it to yourself, and that'll email it, download it and upload it to your Google Drive, print it if you're big on printing, or if you choose print, you can save it as a PDF and upload it to your drive, or you can click the drive button here and send it straight to your drive. You're going to want to do that immediately, because if you don't, it's going to be difficult to find this article again. The URL at the top of the database page will not get you back to the article. You do want to choose one of those options, send to, download, print, or send to your drive directly to save that article in its entirety as soon as you decide to use it. The other thing you want to do as soon as you decide to use it is cite it. So I'm going to click the cite button. It'll give me the MLA 9th edition citation that I can go ahead and add automatically to my paper. Since you're going to be writing an annotated bibliography, this is an essential step, saving that citation, because that's the first thing you need for your annotated bibliography. All right, so once you've found the articles you want, you're ready to create an annotated bibliography. I'm going to suggest that you go to the library website at bit.ly/Titan Library. The T and the L are capitalized. Once you get to the Titan Library website, you're going to choose Citation Help. And if you scroll down, there is a sample annotated bibliography in MLA formatting. So let's take a look at that. An annotated bibliography has the citation, which is the first thing I just told you to save. So if I'm looking at this one, I'm going to go to Cite, and I'm going to save this citation. And then the next thing it has is a paragraph underneath that citation. And that paragraph includes a couple of different things. Number one, it includes a summary of that article so that the reader knows what information could be found in that article you selected. And then the next thing it has is how you specifically plan to use the information from that article in your final project. So what benefit does that information have? Does it give you background information about legislation that's been brought up over the years about banning plastic straws? Does it give information about why banning plastic straws is the next step to protecting the environment? Does it give a counter argument about how there are no other types of straws being produced that can give the same structure and integrity and user experience? So you're going to give whatever that information is, how you plan to use it. I plan to use it as a refutation. I plan to use it as background information. I plan to use it as further support for my claim. And that's what goes in that paragraph. You can see that the citation is left justified on the first line, meaning it's all the way to the left, and then everything after that, the rest of the citation and the annotated paragraph are all indented. If you read this template, it actually tells you exactly what to do. It's going to tell you that you should have 12-point font, that you should be using Times New Roman. It's going to tell you that everything has a half-inch indentation after the first line of the citation. It's going to tell you what to include in the paragraph. So if you take a minute and just read through the brief paragraph on the template, it's going to remind you of all the things that I just told you. Of course, if you ever need help as you're completing your annotated bibliography or trying to find sources online to use in your PBA, you can find me in the library, or you can email me at turnerta@friscoisd.org, and I will happily help you with your research and formatting and all of the things to be successful on this assignment. That's what I'm here for, and I am happy to do it at any point. Good luck with your research.